Hi guys, welcome to the final, episode of the review. Now, originally I was going to do Chapter 5 and Chapter 1 of the new series, but I don't think that's really fair considering it's not even complete yet. There is more in Episode 3 that is going to come out eventually, so I'm only going to do the new series when it's, at least the first chapter is complete, to be honest, because I feel like that's fair enough. But let's get into Chapter 5. Now, Chapter 5 is really good. Oh yeah, I didn't give a scoring last time for Chapter 4, I think. Chapter 4 is going to be a 7 out of 10. Did I give the other one a 7 out of 10? I think I gave it an 8, right? 8 for story. This one's really good. And Chapter 5, I believe, is the best chapter that he's ever made. They ever made. The Sonic 225's ever made. First, it has... Let's talk about the stuff before, everything. There is the... Sonic is acting weird, and we also see Sonic interact with the mastermind, I'm assuming. Or apparently it's Will, which is the student. The secret student. There's always a secret student in Danganronpa, to be honest. And, you see them interacting. And, the motive this time is that things are going to appear and reappear. Appear and disappear. Like, evidence and stuff. There's a lot of evidence about the school, there's stuff about hope and how they're trying to take it back from probably despair. There's also a radio which Pikachu and Bonnie was investigating, which also kind of talked about that as well. And there was also Will, which is the ultimate sniper. He's a secret student, probably he's the 18th one. And basically that's the motive. They keep disappearing. Now, Chapter 5 really seems like a Chapter 6. It really feels like a Chapter 6 to me. So, yeah, because it has that kind of feel like we've got to get all the clues to end this killing game. And let's just get on to the class trial, because that's what I really should be talking about. The class trial is extremely interesting. There's also a bit of comedy. This is probably the one chapter with the least comedy, which is kind of good because it does feel like a very serious chapter. A lot of really tough, guilt and stuff like that. Judgment, kind of. And then, the class trial's really good. I expected Sonic to be the killer, to be honest, because... And, nobody really had evidence, because, half the cast got knocked out, apparently. And I thought... See what I thought was going to happen? I thought Yoshi was going to get killed, honestly. Because it's kind of like the Chapter 5 in the original Danganronpa, where a piece of evidence is shown, and apparently somebody gets killed for it. Pikachu sees a video of himself committing it. It's definitely 100% fake. I don't think Pikachu would do it. But yeah, it's a bit sad to see Pikachu go, honestly. I did like him. And you can just tell that he didn't do it, and everyone else doesn't believe him. Even Yoshi, which I find surprising. I feel like Yoshi should be at least... I mean, I guess if you saw video footage, you wouldn't... you take that as a fact. But, this is Danganronpa, so... I think he's cancelled the series, so there isn't going to be a Chapter 6, but I'm going to give also Chapter 5, probably a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed Chapter 5. It was very good. There was a lot of twists. I thought Sonic was going to die, then I thought Yoshi was going to die. Sonic is not working with a mastermind, but with Will, apparently. So many things. The only bad thing is that I couldn't really see the body, because I don't really know where the body is. I'm sure it's just the fluff, right? And also, just really good about this chapter, there are no music problems whatsoever. Every piece of music is bearable. So that's great. That's really good. So I told you they were eventually getting better, which is true. So here's what I think a Chapter 6 is going to be about. It's probably just going to be about, I don't think... It's probably just going to be about Yoshi, right? Figuring out that Pikachu did not do the deed. He did not kill Will or... the ultimate sniper, and everyone else is gonna get, and I don't think anyone's gonna die, because usually nobody dies in Chapter 6, I don't think. And then the last people are gonna, last students are gonna face off it, and also they're gonna collect all the evidence throughout the school, and they're gonna face off against the mastermind. And I actually know who the mastermind is, because I asked him and he told me. So it was gonna be Sylveon, and I'm not really feel that bad about saying this, because it's literally cancelled. It's guaranteed now. Because obviously he's doing a new series, which is going to be even better, I assume. I've watched a bit of it, just a few seconds, maybe a minute or so, and it's 100% times better. Which I think it's because it's made a few years later. Not a few, I think it was made in 2019, this is 2020, so 1 year later. And yeah, so Sylveon, I feel like it was pretty obvious she was going to, like, a lot of people do this thing where, like, the character at the start dies, just like Junko did in Danganronpa. I'm scared that I'm spoiling things. If you clicked on this video and thought there wasn't going to be spoilers, I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't really matter now. Yeah, so Junko did that with, her and her sister. And, yeah, I feel like it was a twist that was... Well, it wasn't really that seeable, because I don't know, usually they're like sisters or something, but like, yeah, I imagine what Yoshi's reaction would have been. He'd be freaked out, man. But anyway, so I've reviewed the series, so what am I going to give it? How good was the series? Ooh, I'm just going to say, it's a pretty good series. Sometimes it has its faults, sometimes it doesn't, but at the end, if you guys want to see the best, what you should do, for reference, go to the first video, play that, and then play the last video and see the difference. Or play the first video of the series to the first video of the new series. You'll see a complete difference, clearly. And I always like improving during a series. It makes the series so much better to watch. But thank you for watching. And Marion Sonic 225, if you're watching this, please continue your new series. You haven't said it's cancelled, but, just in case, because people cancel these series so often. Please make new episodes so I can review it, please. I need to get content. Anyway, see ya.